Let me be very clear. The Department of Homeland Security, you can quote me on that, is the single biggest threat to public safety right now. You see, DHS agents are using chemical weapons, as you've seen already on footage, on protesters and bystanders by at least 49 times across 18 incidents in Chicago and the suburbs since October 1st. Since U.S. District Court Judge Ellis issued an order forbidding federal agents from using riot control weapons on November 6th, federal agents used chemical weapons at least 4 times later, including 2 cases where agents appeared to fire pepper spray into a moving car, possibly violating both the injunction and Border Patrol rules restricting chemical weapons used on motorists. Greg Bavino and the DHS claimed that he had been hit by a rock in the head before throwing a tear gas. But thankfully, there was video footage, and the evidence disproves it. And he ultimately admitted he was not hit until after he threw the tear gas. Look, the government alleged that Marimar Martinez used her car to assault and impede federal law enforcement, but then federal prosecutors themselves filed a motion to dismiss their own case. Why? Because while she didn't assault the agents, they did shoot her 5 times, and then they went on and they bragged about it. And you know why rank and file agents think that they're above the law within ICE, within Department of Homeland Security? You know why? Because their leadership, Kristi Noem, they think that they're above the law. DHS leadership lies, they act with impunity, they reject checks and balances, and they ignore Congress and the courts. You know, people keep asking us around the country, why is it that DHS is allowed to behave this way? Well, the truth is that DHS was intentionally established with an overbroad mission and unchecked power. And Republicans, many of them in this room right now, expanded that unaccountable power with a blank check and unlimited personnel. Why? To terrorize people, to violate their rights, because fear is the point. But nothing that DHS is doing is making us any safer, and Americans are done. We're done. We're seeing through the lie. And we're saying enough is enough, and DHS has to be held accountable, and Congress has a responsibility of oversight. It is why, Chairman, I move to subpoena Gregory Bavino to come before this committee to answer for his actions. Mr. Chair, pursuant to Clause 2, Case 6 of Rule 11.1, I move that the committee subpoena Gregory Bavino. Also, while you're doing that, I'd like to also enter into the record a letter demanding that Kristi Noem resign, and it's an updated letter for December 3rd.
Mr. Chairman, I have a motion.
Without objection, letter is admitted.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I move to table the previous motion by Ms. Ramirez.
Gentleman moves to table the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
Opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the motion to table is agreed to.